everybody. Sixers get the W 109-98. No, we are not breaking down the Temple. Huge win over Florida Atlantic. We're talking Sixers tonight. It was sloppy at times, but an impressive fourth quarter by the Sixers. Team defense. We're going to break it all down. Joining me, he is Mitch Kofsky. Go give him a follow on X at Mitch Kofsky. What's good, Mitch?
Maxey was getting beat up the whole entire game. He was getting hacked. My God. And Brandon Miller gets ejected. What a game for Maxey, though. What a game for Maxey, Oubre. Up and down game for the most part.
It was. I mean, that elbow Maxey took to the dome, man. It's probably the most violent thing we have ever seen from Brandon Miller. And I love Brandon Miller. He's the nicest dude, but it was nasty. It's like death taxes and our star players just getting their shit kicked in, man. I don't understand it, but Maxey was able to get back on the court, made some huge plays in the fourth quarter. There were some big moments in this fourth quarter, Mitch. You had the Maxey step back three with 7 minutes remaining, which is one of my favorite shots, period, is when Maxey does the step back and you hear the crowd go, ooh, and then it goes in. Like, it was fantastic. It's straight fantastic. You had a Kyle Lowry deflection that led to a Kelly Oubre N1, pushed the Sixers lead to 7. Then you had, what was that? Batum, a corner three by Nick Batum, who had the most, like, I don't know about you, man, but the most F this shit, I'm out body language I've seen from a player. It was a tough win. This was a borderline must win for the Philadelphia 76ers, given the poverty we have seen over the last stretch of games, man. But just your quick reaction.
My quick reaction is that Maxey just got off a concussion, then he got hit in the face. That's all I'm thinking about. It's like, please, not another concussion. That's all I'm thinking about.
Of course.
Like, that's all I'm thinking about right now. And then Kelly Oubre just being aggressive all game. Him not taking as many threes as he did in the beginning of the season, which is nice to say as well. So you got to point that out.
Yeah, guys, if you're watching us live, comment with us. Let's talk about some Sixers basketball. Darth Pooh saying Maxey took a dinger. Oh, my gosh. After the concussion, that's the last thing we need for this team. Escape with a W. Thanks for joining, Daniel. I thought Kelly Oubre he only had 22 points in this one, but I thought he was overly terrific. He didn't get his first field goal of the second half until like a few minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. But in that first half, he was outstanding. I thought what we got from Kelly Oubre, was the transition offense, a lot of off-ball movement, getting the ball to the basket. Kyle Lowry finding him going to the basket. That's the best version of Kelly Oubre ever. And that's the stuff we saw at the start of this season, and we got some of that tonight.
Mm-hmm. And big shout out to Cameron Payne, too. I don't know what the record is, but this had to be 6 games in a row, something like that in double figures. Shout out to Cameron Payne, man, making a bigger difference than Pat Bev ever did.
Yeah, Cam Payne had a huge second quarter in this one. 19 minutes, 10 points. There was a stretch in that second quarter where it was like 3. I thought the gravity he had on offense tonight. Again, it's the Charlotte freaking Hornets who suck, albeit. But he was, definitely had defenders kind of gravitating towards him, and his penetration and passing led to a lot of guys open for the Sixers. I thought Cam Payne really had a strong game. Darth Pooh says, if you can't take this from the Hornets without JoJo, I don't know what else to tell you. The fact is, and this is just the reality of the Philadelphia 76ers, the Sixers are a top 5 team on offense. They're a top 5 team on defense with Joel Embiid. They're a bottom 5 offense and a bottom 5 defense without Joel Embiid. And to anybody that wants Joel Embiid traded from the Philadelphia 76ers, This is literally what you're watching, and I don't know if you're ready for that. But my gosh, it's ugly. And we're gonna get into Mo Bamba and how terrible that dude is at basketball in just a little bit. But some more comments, Darth Pooh. If you can't take, you already did that. Hit the like, gang. Absolutely. Thanks, Mike. Guys, wherever you're watching, thank you. Comment your thoughts. Marshawn Lynch feels like the last game he won was against the Hornets. You take them as you get them, man. They've been very few and far between. Cookie Man DNP just because he got a sprained ankle or so in the last game. Yeah. Pat Bev is the ex who says they don't care 3 times in a row. Great point on Embiid, says Rick. Rad is bad. As long as Embiid actually comes back in good health, they just need to make the play-in rather a first-round upset than second-round exit. Mo Bamba blows. Keep the Mo Bamba slander coming because there's zero reason that he should be on the court. Let's get into it. Let's get into Mo Bamba because it's pathetic. I guess the Flyers are struggling tonight. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He also says, well, Fargo teams.
They were losing 2-5 or 5-2.
Both of my teams won. My Temple Owls got the W today. They're moving on to the championship game tomorrow for an automatic bid, which is crazy because it was a difficult year for my Temple Owls. Sprained ankle, less Bamba, especially when if you watch the Delaware Blue Coats game Friday night, Kai Jones had like 14 points, 8 boards, 4 or 5 steals. He had 1 crazy block. Like, there's zero reason he shouldn't be on the court. I just don't understand it. It's the Tobias minutes and it's the Mo Bamba minutes. Mo Bamba finished this one with 3 points, 1 of 2 from the floor. He did have a block. He did have a steal. But he just is a bad basketball player. I feel like every time this guy's on the court, he has zero vision for his teammates. I feel like every single time I'm watching this game, there's at least 3 to 4 guys he misses that are either underneath the basket or wide open on the perimeter for an open bucket. Every time he's on the court, he fails to set screens. He can't roll to the basket. Mitch, what does he do well?
Absolutely nothing. And I'll say it again. There's absolutely nothing. This guy is 7'4" with an 8-foot wingspan. And that makes you think Wemby is 7'5" and he has an 8'4" wingspan or something like that. Like, how is this possible for Mo Bamba? I just don't understand. 2 blocks? That guy should be averaging like 4 with his height. 8 boards? That's his season high. It's crazy.
It's telling too because in that fourth quarter where the Sixers outscored the Hornets 30-27, I feel like Paul Reed played a significant amount of those minutes. And correct me if I'm wrong, we're reacting to this. We'll see what the minutes look like. I guess we can pull it up. Man, I don't know if they released those numbers yet. But anyway, I thought the Sixers looked like a significantly better team with Paul Reed on the court than Mo Bamba. It was night and day.
Yeah. It was absolutely night and day. Paul Reed succeeds off the bench. He cannot start. He only succeeds off the bench. As I'm looking at this, I see 28 minutes for Mo Bamba. I don't even know what I want to do. He's 28 minutes. 28. I got nothing.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
The Sixers are bad, man. This is the bad basketball team. It's just they are struggling. I'd rather have Dimes running big man than Mo Bamba. Oh, that's so funny. We've got Phil in the house. What's up, Phil? Go check out Trending in the AM at Philly Sports Network, 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. Tobias had a heck of a game. The best Tobias Harris game we've seen in a long time. Happened tonight.
By the way, my friend just sent me a picture. He bought crumble cookies. He bought crumble cookies and sent it to me.
He's so bad, man. Harlem needs to seriously disown Mo Bamba. I can't believe Mo Bamba was a lottery pick. I mean, as a Sixers fan saying that holds a lot of weight.
Yeah. I remember when he was getting all this hype. He was supposed to be like the next big thing, and what's happening now?
Dude, and I'll be the first to say, like, I was excited when the Sixers brought him because I was a big Mo Bamba guy. Like, he played in Westchester, like right down the road when I lived there. I was always optimistic. Like, theoretically, he'd be good, a good basketball player, but it has never translated. Nick Nurse waited too long to get Reed back in the fourth. Anyone else like Campaign as much as I do? Campaign looked terrific, man. He looked really strong. 2 of 5 from 3. He was a 0 when it comes to plus minus, but he had 4 assists. I thought both Campaign and Kyle Lowry did a great job of just allowing Maxey to thrive off ball. I thought both did a really good job of just controlling the tempo in this one. Kyle Lowry didn't really have a lot of offensive output in this one. He did have 4 personal fouls, but 7 assists, 3 steals in 29 minutes. Like, I feel like, yeah, the offense wasn't there tonight, but I feel like Kyle Lowry, if you can get that guy back on a cheap 1-year deal, man, he fits this team so well to allow Maxey to take more responsibilities off ball and because I think off ball is where Maxey really shines.
Yeah. And especially with Kyle Lowry, when he was off, and especially in that fourth quarter, I think it was against the Grizzlies, we really missed his leadership there. His leadership on the court says a lot more than the actual game itself. So just having Kyle Lowry back on 1-year veteran minimum, I'm fine with it. I love it.
Absolutely. Yeah. We have Steven in the house saying Bamba could possibly be the most helpless and hapless 8-foot wingspan guy in the history of the NBA. He shouldn't be in the NBA. He shouldn't. I guarantee you, if the Sixers were to cut this guy, he probably is in the G League. Or
not even.
Not even.
I would rather have Boban back. Like, too. Honestly, give me Boban. He can do something.
Mamba isn't even good at being tall. I guess the Flyers cut the lead to 5-4 against the Bruins. There will be a post game for the Flyers and Bruins right after this, so stay tuned. Big Al says Bamba's best at taking up space. I don't even think he does that.
I don't even know what this guy does.
He takes up a roster spot. That's probably more so off the court than on the court.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, DeAndre Jordan in 2022 is better than Mo Bamba. I hated DeAndre Jordan, man.
My God.
Behind the back, and cool, man. What's hockey? I couldn't even tell you what hockey is. Paul Reed played better, way better than Mo Bamba, and Reed is not the sharpest pencil in the box. I thought Reed had some really big moments in the second half. I'll pull up his numbers, his second half numbers here. But like, he had a great defensive board that led to the Nick Batum corner 3. I thought just his defense. I thought the team defense just dialed up significantly when he was on the court. It was night and day.
Yeah, it was night and day, and especially in the third quarter when Miles Bridges was going off. Paul Reed was not even in the game. That was Mo Bamba there, and I'm just saying, Miles Bridges went off. And I just realized something. Paul Reed played 20 minutes, had 8 boards. Mo Bamba had 28 in 28 minutes, had 8 boards.
Jesus.
I just realized that.
Hell of a game. Mo Bamba's the Scott Kingery. Oh man. That's so funny. Speaking of Paul Reed, like, the dude is a chess player. Did you know that he plays chess?
I did not know that. I love chess. I love it.
He's just a versatile dude. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
Are we as bad at drafting than Orlando? Oh man, that brings me back to the days years ago, like 2012, 2013, when it was the Sixers and Orlando with all the assets in the treasure chest and who was going to deliver. Oh my gosh, that's
yeah. But Orlando did draft Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. So I'm just throwing that in there. Larry had,
Uh-oh. Apparently the Flyers are going nuts right now. But anyway, Marshawn Lynch, Lowry had 6 boards, 7 assists, and 3 steals. Cookie Man could never. I thought KJ Martin gave the Sixers some nice minutes off the bench as well. 6 points. He hit a 3. He had 2 assists, 3 boards. You know it's bad for Tobias when guys like KJ Martin are coming off the bench and hitting N1s and looking active. Oh man, just the player of the game is Tobias. That might be the choice for sure. Is JoJo's friendship with Bamba the only thing holding this dude on the team? I don't get it, Steven. I do not get it. Yeah, we'll talk about Tyrese Maxey to get into player of the game and kind of get out of here before the Flyers post-game starts. Tyrese Maxey, 30 points, 8 of 20. Really, I really love the aggressiveness with getting to the free throw line. Any thoughts on Tyrese Maxey tonight?
Hey, he was just playing through aggression. He was playing like he was a football running back out there, just getting hit, getting tackled. He was doing everything just to get this win.
Literally. Getting elbow in the face.
Someone check his head. Someone check. I don't want a concussion, please.
It's crazy. Maxey had 2 early 3-pointers in the third quarter. Looked really good off the ball with Kyle Lowry. Hit an up and around layup to finish the third quarter. And that step back 3 he had with like 7 minutes remaining was just a massive momentum shift. This game was close, man. This game was really neck and neck within like 3 minutes remaining. So really good to see Maxey kind of get going here. You expect that from Maxey. Oubre's 22 points helps a lot. That being said, let's roll on to player of the game. All right, player of the game. Mitch, lead us off, man.
Tobias Harris. The first time I actually want to pick him. But give me Maxey, man. Maxey, 30 points. You get 8 for 20 from the field, 3 for 9 from 3. Just being an absolute dog out there and just attacking. Like I said in my pregame, I wanted him to get at least 40 and make a statement. He got 30. Not mad.
Yeah. Maxey's a good one. 3 of 9 from 3. He was a plus 15. Man, we didn't even talk about Nico Batum, who had 3 steals and 2 blocks in this one. When he hit that corner 3, the body language was just hilarious. I could not stop laughing at the end of this one. But yeah, it's got to be Kelly Oubre. This is what I want to see from Kelly Oubre. This version where he's getting his buckets in transition. I thought you're seeing improved chemistry between Kyle Lowry and Kelly Oubre as well, getting him the ball, going to the basket, getting downhill, attacking. When we have Kelly Oubre playing more off ball, getting buckets without the ball in his hands, man, and backdoor cuts and being aggressive, that's the best version of Kelly Oubre. And I that's what we saw with Joel Embiid. I don't take a lot of stock in a lot of the stuff we've seen from Kelly Oubre these last couple of months because that's not what I want to see. Like if Joel Embiid comes back next year, we're ready to go, and if you can get Kelly Oubre on a relatively realistic contract, probably like a 2-3 year deal, I am all in with Kelly Oubre in that role of really just playing off ball and being that athlete this team has lacked for so freaking long. Player of the game, per Richie, is Kelly Oubre.
Yeah.
Steven says, I think Joel comes back on April 2nd. We win the last 7, get to 45. Not sure it's good enough for the sixth seed. What was the score? The score was 109-98. The Sixers got the W. Great games from Tyrese Maxey. Great games from Kelly Oubre. Paul Reed with really good minutes in the second half. Campaign with really good minutes as well. And I thought Kyle Lowry, a lot of role players like Kyle Lowry and Nick Batum kind of getting the job done. Kyle Lowry is a free agent. So hopefully this was a move to kind of get him back to the Sixers on a short, not expensive contract in 2025. Any other shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, 2. Cameron Payne's jump shot. Can someone please explain to me? It's like he's shooting from like beyond half court. And 2, with the Kyle Lowry contract, every player is a free agent except for Embiid and Paul Reed. So we're gonna bring some of them back. I think it's gonna be Oubre, Batum, and Lowry. I think it's those 3.
Yeah, and that's the. Oh my gosh, I'm watching Maxey like celebrate, and he's got like galls in his nose, like.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ. But I think the pieces are there for the Sixers to have a really good team. But it's got to have Joel Embiid. Maxey's getting a max contract, absolutely.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Let's get into our grades for tonight. Don't you hear it? Sweetness and light for my restless mind. Sixers grades for tonight. A little sloppy at times. 15 turnovers. A lot of them were unforced turnovers. There was a lot of sloppy offense in this one as well. There were times when the ball didn't even cross the 3-point line and they settled for a brick. The shot selection wasn't great. But this was a near must win for the Sixers, given how things have been lately. Mitch, how would you grade tonight's win?
I was going to give it like a solid B. For the turnovers, it was just like every single play, it was just like the same exact turnover every single time in the middle, going the other way. So for me, it's going to be a B. And a matter of fact that it was so close for the majority of the game. It shouldn't have been that close to begin with. So for me, I'm going with the B.
All right. I'll go with a B, just for the sake of hoping this is getting the team in the right direction. I think they have the Miami Heat coming up here on Tuesday.
It's actually on Monday, I think.
Monday? Yeah. Yeah, that's the 18th. So it would be the 8th seed versus the 7th seed. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let me look at the standings. I think that is.
Okay.
But yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's got to be enough evidence out there.
Yeah, we're actually the 7th seed now.
We're the 7th seed now? All right.
Yeah, because we got the win. So we're the 7th and 8th. All
right, man. There you go. Good to see Nick Batum get a couple 3-pointers as well. Good. Hopefully, this is a sign of things to come for Batum getting in the right direction. Yeah, Kyle Lowry, terrific. Maxey, terrific. Yeah, I'm good with a B. I'm good. I'm good with a B. Steven says, for the personnel out there, it's a C average. What do you expect? This is a close game. Maybe we're being too nice. I don't know. Star Wars saying, hi, Mitch. We got halftime to 702 subs.
Yay. Can I get him a crumble cookie?
All right, let's close it up. Mitch, where can we find you, man? Plugs, final thoughts.
So, final thoughts. Good game for the guess that gets average for the most part. Shout out to Maxey for being a straight up dog out there, taking every hit imaginable. But yeah, You can catch me on Monday for the Hornets Postgame against the Heat, and you can actually follow me on my new Instagram page from my YouTube, Philly Talk with MKYT. I'm going to start uploading stuff over there, and Mitch Kopsky on YouTube and Twitter as well.
All right, man. Awesome stuff as always. Go give Mitch a follow at Mitch Kopsky on X and Hardcore Sports Network, wherever you find your Philly sports podcasts. I did my favorite slot and nickel defenders video yesterday on the NFL draft. Go check that out. That came out yesterday. Tomorrow, I'll be dropping my favorite slot receivers, top 10 ranking of the NFL draft. That'll probably drop around like 3-ish, I would imagine, something along those lines.
Wilson better be on there.
Oh, he's in the top 3, baby.
All right, good. That's all I wanted to hear.
Oh, yeah. I like Roman Wilson quite a bit. He's skyrocketing, man. His stock is
him and McCarthy. They're both skyrocketing right now. It's kind of funny.
I'm not a McCarthy guy, so
I know you're not. A lot of people are not. A lot of people I know are not.
Yeah. So go check that out. And I have some other like videos I want to planning to work on, like biggest or best athletes. I'll probably do like boomer bust, things like that as we kind of get ready and then shift for a month or two of the NBA draft. So that's probably the most I'll be working on. But again, thank you everyone for watching. One last time, Mitch Kopsky at Mitch Kopsky on X. I am Dives, Mr. Crockpot for Mitch, for myself. We'll see you on Monday against the Heat. Stay awesome.